Now, I know that many well-intentioned and well-informed Georgians want a mask mandate. And while we all agree that wearing a mask is effective, I'm confident that Georgians don't need a mandate to do the right thing. I know that Georgians can rise to this challenge, and they will. And I know that Georgians will do their part to defeat this deadly virus. Last week, on a call with mayors and commissioners around the state, I issued a charge to local leaders, and I'll do it again today. Instead of issuing mandates that are confusing and unenforceable, I'm asking all local leaders to enforce the current executive order. Enforce the rules that we have put in place to keep employees and customers safe at local businesses. Enforce the provisions that ensure folks are staying 6 feet apart at large gatherings. Enforce measures to protect the medically fragile. And use your bully pulpit, your social media challenge, and your connections with the local media to help build support for wearing a mask when needed. For our local chambers of commerce, Rotary clubs, and other community organizations, please help us echo this call. Encourage those you represent and urge those you serve to double down and mask up. This pandemic has threatened the health and well-being of our friends and neighbors, creating economic hardship that we haven't seen like this in a very long time. Businesses are literally on the brink of bankruptcy. Thousands have filed for unemployment, and many are left wondering how they will put food on the table, as General Cardin just mentioned. To make matters worse, some had decided to play politics by exploiting these difficult emotional moments for political gain. Yesterday, we filed a lawsuit against the city of Atlanta on behalf of business owners, their employees, and hardworking Georgians throughout the region who continue to struggle to make ends meet. Men and women have seen their paychecks disappear. Fathers, mothers, sisters, and brothers are barely hanging on. Mayor Bottom's mask mandate cannot be enforced, but her decision to shutter businesses and undermine economic growth is devastating. Atlanta businesses are hurting. Violent crime is up, and families are rightfully worried. Just like sending in the National Guard to protect those living in our capital city from crime and violence, I refuse to sit back and watch as disastrous policies threaten the lives and livelihoods of our citizens. We will fight to stop reckless actions and put people over pandemic politics.